Nightlife is not banking. It is not IT. There's a lot of variables involved. Our families come first. So we make those kind of decisions based on that business to say at a business which is at the epicenter of the African community.
What were some of the revenues that you were seeing monthly?
From that day to now, it has always been.
So what inspired Spectrum Lounge?
Money.
Okay, that's honest. That's true.
It wasn't that complicated, and I know there's a whole lot into it, but it really just started with an idea trying to do something out of our lane, at least for me.
Yes.
This journey is only possible because, God, and I was really say God blessed me with an incredible partner who has become a brother to me, Valeria Holmes.
Shout out to Valerie.
Valerie. Valerie Holmes, and we've closely worked together to build everything we've been able to achieve. And it is not something which we did it because we're so smart.
Yeah.
It was, a square peg in a square hole, and we said, let's try. So we came together thinking that, well, there was a need for this in town.
Right.
Let's put together resources, put together our mind. And we started very small. For those who know, it was literally under 600 to 800 square feet for folks to have a good time. And it kind of exploded.
Wow.
And we kept expanding and expanding and expanding. So, but the initial drive was how to make some extra money.
That's it. That's the drive. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what challenges and milestones have you, since you opened up Spectrum up to now, what have you gone through?
Yeah.
And how do you handle that?
The challenges for nightlife vary. Because nightlife is not banking. It is not a non-for-profit.
Right.
It is not IT. It's a business where it is nightlife, it's entertainment. There's a lot of variables involved. And the challenges really, first of all, starts from your home, which is our understanding that this is a business which there are challenges, and the family has to be part of that journey with you, because there's too much late nights. There's alcohol involved.
Right.
So that understanding and that deep sense of responsibility is part of it. There are families that would not let their wives work in nightlife. There are wives that would not let the husband work in nightlife. So we're blessed with incredible partners that understood the mission, understood the importance of doing what we wanted to do, but also entrusted us with the ability to be disciplined and carry on with it. So that is really the first challenge, having the family follow that dream with you. And then the second challenge is really the challenge that every other businessman faces, which is the unknowns, right?
Yes.
You can open nightlife and the location is a mess, and you never get off the ground.
Yeah.
You can open, everything works well, but there's violence involved. And something happens and you're in problems. You can open and there is permitting issues that limit you. I know Raisa is laughing because I'm sure she
can relate.
She has it. She knows what I'm talking about.
Definitely.
But when people ask me why Spectrum, why is Spectrum different, and I always say it's a business with grace. And I use that word in a very deliberate way because I've tried to explain it myself. I don't. You know what I'm saying? We've had through ups and downs, but the community has stuck with us. We have had problems. We've not had problems for customers. We've actually had problems with over customers, regardless of the competition in terms, it goes with and hence the adage, Spectrum is Spectrum, and that really just means regardless of what happens, this business has grace, and we're going to be there for the people. People are going to be there for us.
Yeah.
And that's how it's always been. In terms of expansion, access to capital is something which, we struggle with, just like any other business.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, Gloria in the finance world would know this, because for some of us immigrants or some of us businessmen that did not really grow up or handed over a business that is well structured, you really have to build a business that is structured.
Yeah.
You have to build it, and it is tough. trying to run the business, face the challenge, and they still build a structured business that you can package for it to be favorable to the banks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it is a conundrum that you are faced with that, or do you really, are you able to build this kind of structure, package it in the right way, or you just keep making money? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you have that kind of challenge that you face, and it only comes with time as you mature. For some of the new club owners, I would imagine that they are facing things which we faced 4 or 5 years ago. Now we're a little bit more structured. Our books are excellent. The finances are looking good, but then again, is not only access to capital to expand. What are you expanding to?
Right.
Do you have the time? Do you have the energy?
Right. Right.
Can you afford the presence? So it's not a loan to expand, And maybe when you were doing this, your kid was a year old. Now he is 6.
It's more attention.
He needs more attention.
Exactly.
He needs to go to a football game. Do you really want to expand and create that void? What values do you have? So, expansion, there's a lot of variables. And I think for Valerie and I, we think about it very seriously because for us, our families come first.
Yes. Yes.
And that is just what it is. So we make those kind of decisions based on that. We've had so many offers to go to Vegas, to go to California, to go to Atlanta, to go with Dallas. Do we have the know-how to? Absolutely, yes. Do we know exactly what to do? We do. But at what expense?
Right.
At what cost?
So talking about expansion and growth, take us back to memory lane. When you first opened Spectrum Lounge, right? What were some of the revenues that you were seeing monthly versus now? We want to keep it real.
It's a deep dive.
It's a deep dive.
We want to keep it real.
So
We need to know.
So Spectrum was
On
opened.
average.
Spectrum was opened August 4th,
August 4th.
2018.
Okay.
From that day to now, it has always been a profitable business.
Wow.
Let's slap it up.
That I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
It has always been a profitable business from that date to today. It's a blessing. The peak was really during the pandemic, because, it's like in the boarding school when they try to hold you in everyone wants to go out.
Right.
And when they give you the freedom, you want to stay at home.
Yes.
So, and with the challenges that folks faced during that time, the inflow of money during that time, there was a lot of money circulating, as we know.
Yeah.
The clubs were popping. Obviously, the best in the city will pop even better. The biggest in the city will go crazy. So it has been ups and downs, but I would say our low is good, is excellent for other folks.
Okay.
That I can put it that way.
Right.
But it's a business which has done well. And, for those who know, they know this is our baby. This is our baby. And, we feed up this energy in any other thing we do.
Okay.
Whether it's the other clubs or the other lounges or other businesses, this is the base. And it's more to that because it's a reflection of who Valerie and I are. We see it as a community business. We see it as a business which is at the epicenter of the African community. It is a reflection of our identity. So we try to protect it in so many ways. There are very few times where Valerie will go somewhere and they say, oh, that's the owner of Famous. Or that's the owner of Mustangs or Kitchen Near You. They only identify us with Spectrum Lounge. And I think that means a lot to us. Not only that kind of recognition, but what the business reflects, how it reflects on us.
Awesome. So what's a low month for Spectrum Lounge? Just to give us a ballpark. You don't have to give us, you can just give us a ballpark of a low month.
Well, the revenue a week, it's very profitable. I would say that.
Okay.
I wouldn't forgive me if I don't want to call numbers.
Okay. You don't want people to be pocket watching.
No, it's not that. It's not that. There's a lot of variables involved. But I'll just say it's a good business.
Okay. Well, it's a good business.
Yeah,
good numbers.
It's good numbers.
Okay.
If you would like to put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's great.
Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.